one word, what would it be and why?
I would surmise it as interesting.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I like to understand a lot of things for the sake of understanding, but it doesn't mean I'm always interested. But from Jump Street, when you're walking down the street and I had one shoe and you had the little pot belly, I was interested. Um, you know, when I omitted specific information and you curved me, I was interested. When you came to the game night, I was interested because you went there back there with Georgie with no investment just because you wanted her to go to sleep. You wanted to conquer it. You stayed back there for 45 minutes. And I'm like, damn, that's interesting. When you came to Smith Commons and you danced with me when it was empty as shit and you had just eaten and your breath smelled like onions. Interesting. Interviewed everybody like, yeah, she curved me, and you walked with me to get my check. Again, no investment. Interesting. When we went out on a date, a couple was a week.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I want to say my bad for doing, omitting that information. You know, just wanted to be solid with you because we had mutual friends. Even sitting there, I was interested. When you text me the next day, and I kind of text back and forth, but I figured I had already blown it. You know what I'm saying? But I was interested, but I played it cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I saw you on July 4th, I was interested, right? But when you came outside, then inside, I had to quit moving my equipment. I'm like, this ain't just for Zakia. Because Zakia kept walking back and forth because there was mad niggas there. All my friends is pretty. You know what I'm saying? My guy friends, I mean. So if they take offense, I don't give a fuck. Um, and, but you came back and forth. You danced with me again. Nobody dancing, just us. I said some corny shit. You fell for it. And then you came back inside with me. You know what I'm saying? And it was always interesting. You told me to shut up because I was going off on this girl. And then you kissed the hell out of me when you were sitting on the counter. I'm like, God damn, this is interesting. Came to the crib, nothing happened. I cooked you breakfast, you licked the plate. Interesting. You know what I'm saying? You came to where I was DJing that same night. Um, and you like, yo, you gotta go sit over there, blah, blah, blah. But I could see you because I was interested.
Mm-hmm.
So that entire time, like, and I'm using you know, interested because that's how I meant it. So all throughout, from how we got married to our reception, I've always been interested. So that's how I describe it.
It's a good one.
You
Very interesting choice.
don't try to use my word in your segue.
Oh, it's not the same word. I guarantee. My word is growth. And the reason why we are
Hmm.
not the same person
Yeah.
um, that when I met you at all.
Hmm.
From the first time I met you, from the Omission
Hmm.
to Fourth of July,
Hmm.
to us being smitten with each other,
Hmm.
with the courting and dating, to knowing that we wanted to be together, to being married. And I think once you say I do, it's a big step
Yeah.
with of understanding, with expectations. Marriage is a whole new ball game, and we were able to grow with that. We're able to communicate more. We listen to each other, and I think that's key when it comes to communication. And I think that could be a segment in itself because communication is not just speaking. You're like, I'm telling my partner, it's also listening. And I think that's some growth that we've been able to have. And now that we're getting into almost in a couple months our year of marriage, we continue. If you're not growing, I think that's what my brother said. If you're not growing, you're dying. And
No.
or is that
Albert
you?
Einstein said that.
Okay.
Once you stop learning, you start dying.
Okay, well, I'm saying you're growing. When you stop growing, you're dying. And I think there's always room for growth.
Hmm.
And you continuously push me to be the best that I can be. And long as I can be the best I can be, then I know I can be the best I can be and give to you and the girls.
Yeah.
And so that's my word.
Good.
I'm
Good.
so happy.
Good. Yeah. Growth takes effort.
Yes.
You know, growth is not something that's as organic as you guys think. It's not like growing up, right? When you got the lines on the wall for how tall you've been, right? Growth is an action, right? This is a thing. You have to be active in it.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
you cannot be stagnant. You cannot be complacent while growing because a lot of the growth has pain to it because you don't want to adopt that. You don't want to do it, you know, because it's not comfortable.
Yeah.
So you rather stick into what's comfortable, right? Because you know how to navigate that. So growth is a thing. It's an action. It's a verb. And so you must be active in it for sure. That's a good word.
Thank you. I'm just happy that I have a partner that's willing to grow with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was a moment when I was like, babe, you're growing. And I feel like I'm stagnant. Do you remember? And I just like kind of cried in a second because I was like, that can't happen. He can't be the one growing.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been asking for this growth and for me to see it. But I'm stagnant in the way I'm operating. That doesn't help. And that doesn't even like foster wanting him to continue to grow. So that pushed me to either like he's gonna be growing and I'm the person left behind and not literally getting to experience the growth because I'm so steadfast in how I'm operating. And to be completely vulnerable and honest, it was our communication skills. He was growing in how he communicated and he was leaving me in the dust. And that's something I felt like I just couldn't have happen. If there's an area that I'm not growing in, it cannot be the area of communication and understanding and things of that nature. So he pushed me. And so I'm so happy.
That's good.